Heads up, this podcast more than likely contains strong language, tongue-in-cheek humor, and suggestive remarks.
Hello, and welcome to the Hyper Podcast, where two likable people who like talking talk to people they like about the things that the people they like to see if we could like it too. I'm here with my best buddy, Teddy.
And I'm here with my best buddy, Anna.
Woo! And we haven't recorded for one whole week, and I feel like...
we're out of practice.
Yeah, I feel rusty and crusty.
We are very rusty. Crusty?
Well, maybe not crusty, maybe just rusty.
All that sand you brought back with you.
Yeah, I went to France.
Mm.
Which was very hot and sunny and lovely. And then as soon as we hit good old Blighty again, it was like torrential rain. It's like, okay, back to...
Well, you guys escaped because we had that really big heat wave, and then we had sort of like this storm come in, and that's kind of when you guys all fucked off to France.
Yeah, we had big storms out there as well.
Oh,
like,
did you?
We had a couple of big thunderstorms, and where we were staying was like in the mountains, kind of. Well, not proper, but we were at the top of a really tall hill, next to a giant pylon, and I was like, "Oh Jesus Christ, there's lightning!" Yeah. So, but we survived, and it was fine. But yeah, nice. It was just a bit scary. I get scared when
I love a good storm.
I like it too, but not when I'm trying to sleep, because then I just get scared.
Me and my lover, we like it because we feel like we charge up.
Oh, you charge up? Yeah, nice.
Yeah, during the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's very like, I don't know. I pick up, I think, the static energy, and I feel like very powerful.
Like a Pikachu?
I guess, yeah. Like I'm gonna turn into fucking Storm from X-Men.
Yeah, nice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was good. So, what about you? What have you been up to?
I've been up to my usual of just grinding on the YouTubes, grinding with the art, because I did a commission for our friend. Now I'm doing a commission for friend's sister, which is saucy as ever.
Okay.
And then not much, to be honest. I've just been relaxing mostly because I think having the heat wave and then having the storm come in, my body doesn't like when like the humidity and the temperature fluctuate. So I've been trying to just take it easy, not do too much. I've got duck eggs that I'm hatching because my duck decided to fuck me over.
That's crazy that you kept them. When you said that you had those, I was like, oh no.
I can't kill them. I can't. Like as a pagan, I can't do that.
Could you not give them to someone else?
Yeah, I could do that, but like I'm gonna have to rehome the flock anyway, so I figured I'll just rehome them all together.
Oh my god.
Because nobody will take them, and alas, I cannot, you know, things have changed unexpectedly a few years ago, and we just never got round to Mum was like, oh, don't bother. I was like, oh, I guess I gotta rehome the ducks, and she was like, well, there's no point until the house sells. You might as well keep spending time with them. And I was like, oh, okay. So I've gotten, gosh, this house has been up for sale for like 2 years now or something.
And then you got your slimy snake eggs.
I do. I threw those away though because they were just slugs. So, okay.
What does that mean? Slugs?
They're unfertilized. They're not. They're not going to turn into snakes because obviously I've got two. I've got butternut and pumpkin, but they don't actually interact with each other. I've had both of them in my hands at the same time, and they've met each other, but that's about as far as their interactions go. I might breed them, but it depends if I can find someone to purchase the babies off me. There is a shop near us that does have reptiles sometimes, so I don't know if they would be interested in purchasing. I don't know, because I don't want to end up with more snakes.
Yeah.
Thanks, but no thanks. I have my amount. I'm happy with my two in this economy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because butternut cost me like a couple hundred to just under, a couple hundred to take to the vet. But they have all new digs now, because I was like, I don't know why she's not well, because they were like, oh yeah, it's a little bit of a respiratory infection. And I was like, well, I regulate all her temperature and everything, and they were like, oh, I think the enclosure you have them in is too small, so now they've got a big digs.
Little
They're
hotels.
they're living the high life. They're like in a manor house, and she immediately obviously was happy, because then she laid a whole fuck ton of eggs, so
A mansion.
she must have been like, yes, this will do.
Aw.
Bedding in, nesting in.
Mm. I
Yeah, so
saw
those won't.
I saw a dead snake when I was in France.
Oh,
As in like maybe roadkill? I don't know, but it was huge, and we were going on this walk in like basically where we were staying. There were rumors of wild boar, and I was like, I really want to see a wild boar, so let's go out.
do you remember
Oh no.
when we went to France for that school trip,
Yes,
and
I remember it.
and we were told when we camped that 2 day trek we did kayaking down the river, we were told there's wild boars in the area. And we all went to sleep, and then that girl woke up in the middle of the night having a night terror and started screaming, and everyone thought we were under siege by boars.
Okay, I don't remember that.
Don't remember that part.
This is what I remember from that trip. Okay,
Oh my god, it was fucking insane.
let's paint a picture. We must have been 15 or 16.
We were
14?
younger than that. Yeah, we were 14, 15, I
14,
think.
15. We went on a school trip, and we went to a girls' school, so it was already going to be chaos.
Shit.
And
you know what, actually, I feel like the girls at our school, there were definitely like the popular clique, but I think bullying was actually quite minimal.
yeah, they were a good bunch. I'm just talking it up for the sake
You could
of.
tell you were being judged a little bit,
Yeah.
but they didn't actually mean you any harm.
This is what I remember from the night that I think you're talking about. We all had to stay in a giant kind of covered
There were two.
gazebo
Yeah,
type
there were two
thing.
giant gazebos.
Yeah, and there were loads of us crammed onto this like wooden floor, just sleeping.
In our
And
sleeping bag.
I remember everyone was talking really late into the night because it was like a giant sleepover. And Teddy said something. I can't remember what you said, but you said something along the lines of "Shut up, I'm trying to sleep," or something aggressive.
Probably. Oh, I remember what I said.
What did you say? It was something along those lines, right?
It was so there were the popular girls were all gossiping.
Yes.
And I knew we'd already done 1 day of kayaking, and I was already fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
We had a second day ahead of us, and they were like, "Oh, this is where the rapids come in," and I was like, "You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
You've got to be taking the piss." So these girls were gossiping, and it was like 10 p.m. And I was like, "If you don't shut up, I'm going to smother you in your sleep."
Yeah. I did you a justice there. I think
you did do me a justice. No, I was gonna full blown like toddler with baby sibling energy.
Yeah. I mean, you were pissed off. And then I remember everyone then went dead silent, and then one of the girls, probably like the ringleader of the girls, just went, "I'm really quite afraid of you, Teddy." And no one else spoke, and I
think I was like, "You should be, go to sleep."
It was really, really funny. And I think also, didn't we give up trying to sleep in there and just went and like
we
hung
went
out
to
in the toilets as well? Like there's like a.
We went to the toilets to cry with some other people.
Right, yeah.
Do you remember and the teachers came and got us, and they were like, "What are you doing?"
Oh my god, I remember that trip. Like I remember the really good bits, but I also remember being very unhappy for a lot of it. Like.
I honestly don't think there was a single part of that trip that I enjoyed.
No, you were not at your best, bless you.
Well, I'd just been diagnosed, and we were like, and I was like, no, I can do it, and I was like, I'll give it a go. It's good exercise, and all my doctors had said, no, this should be good for you. My team at the hospital, so I was like, no, this should be fine. And then like it wasn't. There was no part of there was no part of that. You know what? My favorite part was getting on the coach to fucking leave. knowing I was going home.
Yeah, I remember that being a high conflict period for us, and we don't really fight, but that weekend or that week or however long it was, I was like,
I think
oh,
you were just genuinely worried I was going to get a charge.
I was worried, and then I was getting frustrated because I was like, I am doing 2 people's worth of canoeing here.
You were, because we were kayaking together.
Yeah.
And I just gave up at one point. I just went, I can't do it anymore.
But
I was like, let the river take us.
have you
seen those? Down.
Have you seen those videos on Instagram of just like people putting like really, really nice, soft, tinkly music over a video of them just laying face down in a river, just being like, let the river take me, or like, oh, I'm enjoying nature or whatever. Yeah. I did go canoeing / kayaking / paddleboarding in France, actually.
Yeah, was it nice? Was it a better experience than when we were teenagers?
It was really nice, but in my haste and social awkwardness, I did not stop the Frenchman who was taking us to the river. I did not stop him so that I could put sun cream on my feet. I put sun cream on everything else, but my feet, Teddy, oh my God, they were red raw. And I was like standing up on this paddleboard thinking, oh, God, this is only going to get I can almost feel it like sizzling.
I think that was the mistake people made during our teenage French trip as well. I remember everyone complaining that their ankles were all burnt.
Yeah. It was so hot and sunburned.
You don't think about sun cream in your feet though, do you?
No, and that's where, you know, you can point to a lot of causes for the downfall of society, and not enough people are talking about sunburnt feet, because that is shit.
It is shit.
Like, holy
I remember
cow.
one time I went on holiday with another family, like my parents' friends, and one of them got really badly sunburnt, and then she went to the shower and she came back out. She'd gone into the shower like bright red, and then she came out like pink all over, and she was like, I've just shed all of my skin like a snake at the shower.
That's crazy.
She'd burnt herself so bad that like her whole layer of burnt skin just peeled off of her.
I don't think I've ever done that, and I burn pretty easy, but I've never had it come off in like one fell swoop.
I think she must have just killed off like an entire 3 layers of skin, and it just went, we're going. It went, c'est la vie, mon ami. We are not sticking around.
I did get sunburn on like the very, very top of my scalp, and then I knew it was happening at the time because I was like, wow, my head feels...
You've got very delicate hair though, haven't you?
I think probably, but I also just burn really easily, and then like lo and behold,
and you've got dark hair, so the sun is like, yes.
Yeah, it's like
laser beam.
Gimme. But now I've just got like crazy dandruff, so I'm waiting for that to sort itself out so I can not look grim or as grim as normal.
I didn't have any like dandruff issues until I started going through the menopause, and now like if I don't like give my head a real good scrub every time I shampoo it every couple of days, I'll be like, ew, what is all of this in my hair? Is this oil? And it's like, no, it's all dry skin, and I'm like,
oh, that's interesting. I've not heard about that before.
I don't know why, because I struggled with dandruff when I was a teenager as well, when I was going through puberty. So it's probably a hormonal response in my body, is just going, scalp skin time to go, boys.
Yeah.
I don't know. My body does a lot of weird things now, and I'm just like, you know what, whatever. It's better than my organs all sticking together and being eaten through by adhesions. I don't really care.
I think everything that I've looked at to do with menopause is like, pretty much any symptom you can think of can be tied to menopause. And I'm like,
it seems like it does a little bit of everything.
Looking forward to that
apparently one. It's gonna, I'm gonna use like scientific terms, but apparently your labia minora like decreases in size, and I'm like, what do you mean?
Oh God, I feel like we should not go down this route.
I haven't noticed anything like that, but I'm terrified. I'm terrified that I'm gonna like, I don't know, man. I'm barely comfortable with my body as it is. I don't. I'm like, I already, as a non-binary person, I've already got a lot of beef with the beef down there. I don't need anything else.
Oh God. Oh God, no. I was going to say something really intelligent and give a really good book recommendation, and then you've totally blindsided me with that.
Have you heard people like refer to it as like, I think it depends, because like some people like...
Eddie, please. We're an
No,
above
this is
brow podcast.
we are an above brow podcast, but I'm like, is it offensive if you refer to your own parts as certain terms? You know what I mean? Like, if you say I'm a bitch, that's fine. But if someone else called me a bitch and I didn't like it was a random person on the street, I'd be like, I feel like I'm being hate crimed.
Yeah. I did see, I think it was the uh, Royal Wild, uh, Royal Horticultural Show or something. They did like an interview of like, they just walked around like the horticultural show. You know, the big one? I don't know if it's called that. RHS, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
They basically walked around asking women what they called their private parts, and everyone was saying, like Lady Garden.
Oh my god. Can we
Move
bury
on.
Lady
Can we
Garden?
move on from Lady Garden? I think the point of it was that they were at
Minge.
a
Minge
gardening
just gotta
show.
go.
No more of that. That's a hate crime. Just saying that. I'm like,
Hate the word minge.
it puts the fear of God in me when I hear
It's
that.
horrible. I hate when, that area is called anything other than like what it is, because like apparently they've linked it to, especially with children, just teach them the actual terminology, because otherwise if something happens to them and they tell a teacher like a weird word, the teacher's going to be like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about,
Yeah.
and not pick up on it. So like just say like vag. Who gives a, who cares? Or you can say the other word, the see you next Tuesday word as well. I don't care
Mm.
if you want to go labia, if you want to go, what is it called? It's not, vagina's like the inside part. What's the outside part
Well,
called?
be careful there, because I just took a gulp of tea and I knew it was risky when I did it.
It is risky. What is it called? The outside part of your, because the vagina's the inside part. It's like saying
You're
like,
talking about vulva?
that's it, vulva.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad I didn't take that sip of tea, because that would have sent me if you'd have
We need to
whammed
start
that one
using
out.
we need to start using vulva more often, because I don't call my ass a rectum, because it's not the same thing. I need to
Bring
start calling it.
bring back vulva 2K27. I'm writing
Yeah,
it
yeah.
down.
I want
27?
vulva.
Hello?
27, hello?
2026, please.
What year are you in? Calm
Jesus
down.
wept.
I can't take, the years are coming too quick. They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming, and I can't take it.
Mm.
I still feel like we're only a little bit out of COVID, and I'm like, oh my god, we've been out of COVID for like 4 years.
Mm.
Yeah, but we're going into another one, aren't we? We're going back into hantavirus or whatever it is.
No, I assume that there's not much going on with that, I don't think.
Hopefully not. I can't do it. I can't.
I can't do it. Not another one.
Because everybody else, like, because I don't really go out much anyways. But I just didn't go out at all because I couldn't risk it. And I was like, no, this is actually really bad. Like, the few times I feel happy enough to go outside is enough for me. I'd like to go outside more ideally, but like I was like COVID, I was like, I might, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know, this sucks. Maybe it's worth risking my death to go outside and feel the sunlight on my face.
Mm.
I can't do another lockdown. I can't do it. But
I don't know if we'll have to. I don't know.
it
It's not
depends.
been front page news.
It's not been,
for a
but honestly,
while.
I feel like the biggest risk to us is probably biological warfare. I think our next pandemic will be caused by biological warfare.
Yeah, there are bigger threats. I have a question for you,
Yeah.
actually. I was reading the news today,
Oh God, the
and
news.
I noticed that the 4 latest astronauts for Artemis 3 have been announced.
Ooh.
And I don't understand why we are sending people to space. What's the purpose?
I think it's to gather intelligence for scientific endeavors, isn't it? It's to.
Is it that vague, or is there a specific thing we're
I
looking
think
for?
I think there's specific things for each, because I think they send them out for certain things. They might be testing equipment. They might be looking back at Earth scans. They might be trying to collect things. I don't know. I think it depends on what mission they've been sent on.
Okay,
You can probably look up like what's the brief for the Artemis 2 mission. It'll probably be like the plan is to test this, that, the other.
Yeah. The problem is, I have this problem. I've always had this problem where as soon as something, so if I'm reading something, if I'm reading a book, if I'm reading the news, if I'm talking to someone and it's got anything to do with space, the moon, and not the moon in terms of, I am interested in the moon, but I'm not interested in like astronomy. And every time conversation veers towards astronomy or space exploration or anything like that, my brain just goes, don't care.
I think it's
It's a
I
flaw.
it is no, because I think like for a lot of people we exist on this planet and this planet's going to be the only thing we exist on while we're looking outside of this planet. But for a lot of scientists they want to know, what's out there.
I know, and I
Like
wish I
I'd
could.
rather they didn't do that, to be honest, because one of the theories is that we're actually really close to a black hole, and I'm like, I don't need to know that.
I don't
I don't
know.
need to know
I don't
that
know
there's
what
a
it
black hole that we
is.
can't see because of the light
It's
refraction or whatever. I don't want to
yeah.
know that. I don't want to know.
I think it might be a combination of let's explore. Why do I not care about space? I think it's a combination of one, I never learned anything about space at school ever in any subject, I don't think, except maybe physics.
Yeah, physics liked space sometimes.
But all I can remember from physics is like relative speed in a car. That's the only
Yeah,
thing that
yeah.
stuck. Um, so I don't
I
know
mean,
anything
I
about it.
like certain things about space. Like I like the star Betelgeuse in the Orion's Belt constellation has probably, well, they a lot of them probably exploded already and we're just seeing the light travel, but that Betelgeuse will go out within our lifetime probably.
See, just then I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not interested. Why am I not interested? That sounds like it should be interesting.
I don't know. Maybe space just isn't your thing. I mean, you're very much an like I'm a very much of the Earth person in like I like all of it, but I think you're very much of the Earth person as you want to protect this planet and its interests.
Yeah, I'm an of this person, of the Earth person, but at the same time, like there are other things that I'm very, very interested in that are more like,
I think you have
um,
to find like what part of space you like. Like I
yeah,
like the stars and the moon and all of that kind of stuff. I love all that. I think it's all great and fun. I like the idea that there's another planet beyond Pluto that we just haven't seen yet. It's really far out of our thing, but it's still just about orbiting the sun. I like all of that jazz. I like learning about all sorts of things. I like all learning about like Jupiter's got this massive gas storm on it.
mm, yeah, I
But I
just,
like it because I can't I like it just because it's like census information to me. I think it's like, oh, that's a cool fun fact, and then like there's nothing, it has no impact on my life.
that's the thing. It feels so distant, not literally distant, although it is literally
I mean, it
distant
is
as well.
literally distant,
But
yeah.
like, it feels so, it's beyond my comprehension, and I don't even
I
have
mean,
the
yeah.
basic building blocks of understanding of what are you talking about when you say these words. I can't even fathom it, and I've tried, like, I've read sci-fi books and I haven't liked them. I've listened to sci-fi podcasts and I haven't liked them. I'm thinking something has got to stick
I
in
don't
my
know. I mean,
brain.
I really started liking space a lot more when I played Mass Effect because I got to go out and explore space. That was fun. I think for some people they like the idea that there's an Earth 2 out there that we can escape to, but I'm like, no, stop being
No,
lazy. Just
yeah,
protect this Earth.
I
Don't be
don't rate that
don't be
opinion.
fucking ridiculous. Even if there is one out there, we're never going to get there. We don't have the technology for that. I
Mm.
like the whole alien theory. I think there are aliens out there. I highly doubt they visited us.
Now that I am
Um,
interested in. I'm interested
that
in
is very
aliens. I'm
interesting.
interested in cryptids. I'm interested
Yes.
in any sort of beastie that we don't think exists but probably exists. That I
I
like.
mean, I like some aspects of space. I like, the Milky Way and the Andromeda Galaxy, that all the galaxies are like these pods and that you can see them and that they make up all the stars in the sky. And that if you watch them under a certain light, you can see like this beautiful glow. And I like, that we circle the sun and the sun circles a black hole and that black hole circles a even bigger black hole that's made up of all the black holes it's eaten before,
Oh my
and
god.
that black hole circles and and that there's no end to the universe. They're like, oh yeah, well, we're just expanding, and it's like, expanding into what? And they're like, well, there's no end. And it's like, but there must be an end if they're expanding into the void. And they're like, well, there's no end to the void. And you're like, how is that possible? How is it possible there's no end? Like, that's like in your brain, that
Mm.
there's just no end to the fabric of the universe, I guess.
I
So
do like Doctor
there's some
Who.
fun
I
things.
do
Yeah,
like
that
Doctor
one's
Who.
fun.
Doctor Who is the only sci-fi that I've ever been able to fully get behind.
Yeah, but that's because that's like fun and adventurous. It's not as
Yeah.
scientific based.
Yeah. I love science. I just don't care about space. Another thing is deep sea. I don't want to know what's going on under there. Don't tell
I
me.
don't care for the deep sea. I
No,
do not
don't
give a
care.
shit about
Don't want to know.
I don't.
Like,
the only thing I want to know is if we can find Atlantis down there, but I don't think Atlantis was fucking real. So I know conspiracy, like everyone's like, oh, Atlantis is this, that, the other. I'm on the. I don't think it was real. I think Plato was chatting shit.
I don't know anything about Atlantis beyond the BBC TV show Atlantis, which actually kind of slapped, and I recommend it.
So Atlantis was in like you know, like Plato, who was like the
philosopher.
Yeah, and he obviously wrote a lot of things, but obviously back in those days, like receiving news and writing news and recounting stories was nowhere near as precise as it is now. He wrote that he heard tale of a city on the edge of the ocean, and the ocean eventually like eroded it, and it disappeared or something. And I'm like, okay, so there was an establishment that the ocean eroded, and given the building materials they used at the time, it's probably sand. Case closed. But loads of people are like, it's the home place of the Aryan people and blah blah blah, and it's and they use special technology locked away to us. And I'm like, grow up. Grow up and get hold of an actual useful conspiracy theory, okay? Stop with this baby stuff. I don't want to hear it. And flat earthers, I've got real beef with flat earthers. Give me a break. That's the most you're going back to like the 1600s. Get a grip. We're going forward, not backwards, and controversial stuff. Pissing me off. I want to hear things like the Prince of England at the time was actually Jack the Ripper. That's what I want to hear.
Oh, that's the stuff.
That's the stuff. Or that Jack the Ripper was actually a woman, a midwife. I want to hear shit like that. That's fun. I don't want to hear this whole like, oh, the Earth is flat, the moon landing was fake. Grow up.
Yeah.
Baby time. No, we are here for the big ones like Mothman. I want to hear about Mothman.
Yeah. So in fact, I was thinking about doing this as a hyperfixation of mine, but a little while ago, like a couple of years ago, I got really, really into cryptids in a big way.
What's your favorite cryptid?
Bigfoot, always will be.
Really?
Yeah, always.
What's the difference between Bigfoot and a yay?
Depends on the geographical location. Some areas call it Yeti, some areas call it Bigfoot. Some people think they're different things. Some people think they're same things, but with like geographical differences depending on where they are, like snowy versus mountainous.
I thought the snowman was the abominable or whatever it was.
They all kind of have different names for the same thing depending on where they are. But I got really into them. How did that begin? I don't know. I just started listening to a lot of cryptid podcasts, and I got really into it. I'm writing a book, which when your
foot fetish started to blossom, and you were like, man, Bigfoot, what a man.
No. No, so the foot fetish that came along with The Hobbit. No, I'm kidding. I don't have a foot fetish.
Could you imagine a foot fetish book about Bigfoot?
You know that exists, right?
God,
you know there's like a lot of, you know, those fantasy romance books that are like bestiality.
No.
Yeah, there are ones with Bigfoot, and they get recommended on my Goodreads because of a certain someone I follow on Goodreads who reads a lot of stuff like that. And I saw it and I was like, no, I can't.
No, I can't do that. But I'm sorry, I've got to draw the line at like interspecies.
Yeah. But I love like
unless they're an intelligent thing, but I've heard that Bigfoot isn't very intelligent, that they're kind of like monkey level intelligent.
Well, I think that's rude.
Well, no, they don't wear clothes to start with.
No, but what animal does other than
they don't use exactly, they're an animal. That's what I mean. They don't have the same intellect as humans. Because like humans fucking aliens, that's fine, you know?
Okay.
I don't have a problem with that because aliens are just as intelligent as humans.
Okay.
Like I will let, you know, Garrus calibrate my things all day long, but that's because he's supposed to be intelligent. But
you can calibrate whatever you want, honey.
Yeah.
As long as you do it with your top off.
Why does Bigfoot appeal to you the most?
I think it's like the lore and the photos. Like there's famous photos that people have claimed to have taken. The same with Loch Ness Monster. There are
I do
particularly
love Loch Ness
famous
Monster. Yeah.
pictures of the Loch Ness Monster that people
How do you
debate.
feel knowing that the infamous Bigfoot sighting and the infamous Bigfoot print have been confirmed to be a hoax?
I live in denial.
You live in denial, even
The
though
thing
like
is, right,
his sons confirmed
the
it or whatever it was.
the thing is for me, right, it's not necessarily whether or not the thing exists that is interesting to
It's
me.
the chase,
It's the chase, it's the
the hunt.
law, it's the conspiracy, it's the arguments. You know, it's the
Yeah.
culture, it's the people going out and searching, going on expeditions, like all that kind of thing. I'm like, oh yeah, it's like there are so few areas in life, although space and deep sea are two of them, where there are
Mm.
unanswered questions. There are so
Yeah.
few wildernesses left on the
Oh yeah.
planet. And to think that there is stuff out there that we don't know about, I like that. And that there are people dedicated to searching for that. Like there's a guy that lives on the banks of Loch Ness who's lived there for like
And he's looking for Nessie.
35 years and he's still looking for Nessie, and he's got a Guinness World Record for the longest ever Nessie
Didn't
stakeout.
didn't they scan the lake though?
Yeah,
Like,
but people are still, you know how
I think
conspiracies
there was a
work.
Loch Ness monster, but I think it's died.
I just love how
I think it's no
conspiracies,
more.
like harmless ones like these,
Yeah, who gives a shit if Nessie's real or not? You know,
it's
she's not
like
going to cause any problems.
it's just fun, like going down the rabbit. I'm thinking like, oh, what if? Like, what if is the fun part? You know, like, oh, what if there is a
Yeah,
monster in there that we don't know? What does that mean? Like, what does that mean for
that's
the
yeah.
people that are like searching? I like the people aspect of it, like the characters.
The characters,
You know, like they're you normal
the real people who've
everyday.
been traumatized by Bigfoot sightings, are
Yeah,
characters to you.
yeah. I just love it, man. And I love hearing people's accounts. That's really what gets me interested is people's accounts of when they've seen like when they've seen aliens or experienced an alien,
Yeah.
um, or you know they've found something weird in their field or like anything to do with like Area 51. I'm like, yes, that is so interesting. People believe this stuff. It's so interesting.
I want to know what's actually going on in Area 51 because if they're actually studying aliens, I know that they're studying crumbs because there is no way. Okay, listen, there is no
Here we go.
fucking way that aliens are intelligent enough to create the kind of ships that they would need to fly faster than the speed of light to reach our planet to land without being clocked by anyone
Mhm.
and then be caught by Area 51.
Mhm.
Absolutely not. Not a fucking chance. Area 51 has nothing. They have nothing. I'll stand by that.
But the culture of Area 51 is so interesting. The history.
I mean, you're not allowed anywhere near it, are you? They'll
I
like shoot you
know.
on sight
And
or
that's just
something.
so interesting. It's like, well, what?
Well,
What's going
it's
on?
probably just a huge. They're probably like,
It's
yeah,
gonna be
we're searching for
military or
aliens
something.
in here, yeah, and they're just actually like doing a bunch of heinous military
Yeah.
shit.
Mhm.
As they do. But
Mm.
no, it is fun. I do think that there's definitely some alien interactions where I'm like, oh, okay. But it's usually things where it's like they showed up and this weird thing happened and then they left and they've got no proof. And I'm like, yeah, that's actually when they put out proof, I'm like, this is a load of shit because there's no way an alien would leave behind such obvious tracks. Come on
Mm.
now. It's when they're like, I don't know what happened. I'm like, this guy's telling the truth.
Mm.
This man knows something.
I think in a
If they're not
similar,
bamboozled and confused, I don't want them.
yeah, in a similar way, things like paranormal activity and ghosts.
I love but I can
Yeah.
speak. I see ghosts. I speak to ghosts, so I've got the insider knowledge.
So
But
that's
that's
why
what
it's
pisses.
interesting because it's like
Yeah,
you can hear
that's what pisses me off.
people.
Mediums are like, I'm doing this, and I'm like, bullshit. That's not how it works. I'm
Mm.
so skeptical.
I just love how when you talk to somebody who you might not even know that well, but if you get them, if you throw, I love doing this with people I meet. This is why I'm probably like
You
really
throw them a
socially
curveball of. So, what do you
fucking
think of
nuts.
ghosts?
Yeah, literally. If I don't really rate small talk, so if I'm meeting someone for the first time and really want to get to know them, I'm like, tell me about the weirdest experience you ever had.
And then you meet someone and you're like, do you think there's life after death? And
yeah,
like, whoa!
I am so creepy. Yeah, I can be so creepy and unnerving because
you're there like sharpening a knife. What do you think happens after
yeah.
that?
I think it's just my brain, man. I just don't care.
No, I don't care for small talk.
About
They're like, oh, the weather's nice. I'm like, yeah, I can see out of eyes, thanks.
Yeah, and it's like I want to know, like I remember talking to my mum and my uncle about like I can't remember what we were talking about, but just out of nowhere they were like, "Oh yeah, we've experienced ghosts," and I was like, "Right, tell me more. Tell me more."
I feel like a lot of people have, and they just brush it off as that
This
was
is the
weird.
thing. No one's talking about it. I love talking about it. And I wish I had something cool like that to claim as an experience, but I don't. I'm just waiting with my eyes open, like, come on.
That's the thing. If you're like waiting for it, it's not going to happen unless you go on like ghost hunts. But there's so many.
I'm not fucking around with that.
That's the thing, though. They glamorize it. They're like, "Oh, it's so scary if you go to this creepy place." And like, I can guarantee you, 99% of the time, you're going to go to a highly haunted, concentrated location, and nothing is going to happen to you because ghosts aren't paid. They're not paid actors. They're not there to perform. Most of them don't. They don't really know that they're dead, or they're sort of lingering in some sense in a place that they don't really know that they're lingering or want to be. So going somewhere and being like, "Do show me ghost," like. Ghost adventures, come on out, ghost, show me. They can't hear you. Yeah. They don't even know you're there, man. It's probably just like an imprint of the past, most of the time. And I'm like, this is ridiculous, but it's also hilarious watching like big burly white men get scared shitless because like something falls off a shelf.
Yeah, I think I watched a video on YouTube of Jesus, what's his name? He was the previous World's Strongest Man. Can't think what his name is. He's a really nice guy. He's called Eddie something. And he did like I went to stay in a really haunted hotel, and it was very entertaining. And yeah, he took his son.
Every little noise.
Yeah, he was scared, and he brought his like young boy with him.
That's the thing. Like people who are like really physically like strong and stuff, as soon as you throw like something paranormal into the mix that they can't control, they really get like freaked out. I guess because they know that they can't hit them or like defend themselves, and it's like it's funny to me.
I think it's the same for everyone. Like you don't have to be massive to be scared of ghosts. I would be shitting myself.
I'm not scared of ghosts. They can't do anything to you.
I don't know that though.
They can grab you and like hit you, but it's like they can't really hurt you. It's just like you feel the force of something touching you, and that's kind of like it. Like I've had my ankles grabbed while I've been like in my bed. That was weird.
See,
that was definitely
that is doing something to me. You say they can't do stuff to you. That would scar me.
Yeah, but like it didn't like leave any marks. It didn't really hurt. It was just like the pressure of like it wasn't even like warm or cold. It was just like this sudden clamped pressure around my ankles tugging me down the bed. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no.
I'm not helping your fear, am I? No. I mean, a lot of things happened to me in my old bedroom because that was such an old house. I
must have slept in that bedroom 1,000 times. I didn't hear a peep or see a peep.
No, I mean, I slept in there for 10 years and I only had a handful of experiences. Like, they do not perform every day 365. You know, I got my ankles grabbed. I got hit on the shoulder really hard. For like a week straight, whenever I would get up in the night to go to the bathroom, footsteps would follow me back to the bedroom.
Yeah, no.
I was home alone and a disembodied hand slammed on the glass back door and scared me.
No. No.
My mum would see things too. She would see like someone walking through like part of our house and she'd call out to me and I'd be in a completely different part of the house and I'd be like, yeah, what's up? And she'd be like, oh, I thought I saw you. A woman died in a car accident down the road from my house, and I went to the bathroom the next day and there was like this bloodied woman in my bathroom. And I was like, what the fuck?
Man. No, I don't want it. No.
It was so weird because the door, there was such a massive gap in the hinges of the door because that door was just, it's a shit door. And I come through and I can see the light coming through the window and I see her standing there and I'm like, what the fuck? And I actually opened the door to go in and she's not there anymore. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh, no.
I think I've said this before on air, but I am so easily scared. Like, it's not even funny how easily scared I am. Even like a whiff of a ghost on the wind, I'm gonna just keel over.
One of our friends was like that, and I did a séance in his wife's house, and
Mm.
and he was like, "Yep, that's enough of that," because I made one of our other friends cry because I think a family member came through or something, and
Yeah.
I don't think he slept that night or the next night.
I mean, I'd be open. I'd definitely be open. I wouldn't be open to having a séance. I would be open to like other kind of stuff.
I mean, seances are pretty safe when I'm using myself as like a medium because I'm the connection. So like I can close that off and then leave. Like I'm not gonna leave anything in a house. I'm not gonna like leave anything lingering around, you know?
Mm.
It's when people use other things as like to be a connection, like inanimate objects, that becomes the problem.
Mm.
And that's why like haunted furniture and haunted dolls are like such a thing because that's a connection that's completely out of your control that you've like brought into your house.
Oh, I love knowing about haunted objects though.
I would love to get some haunted dolls, but I've been told by my
No.
partner and on no uncertain terms I'm absolutely not allowed.
You used to be so into those creepy ass little dolls, and I
I
fucking
love my
hate
creepy
them,
dolls.
man. Oh, they're so kitsch.
I've gotten rid of quite a few of them, and I think I'm gonna get rid of the rest of them just because I don't have the space and I don't do much with them. I've got a little Mothman doll.
I know, I
He's
love him.
staring. He's adorable.
You used to have those dolls with like detachable penises.
Yeah, I sold that one. Yeah, I've got I think two more that I think I'm gonna sell because they just don't do anything.
Those creep me out so bad.
I love them, but I just don't have the room for them. But
Mm.
they're not haunted. I don't even know what you need to do to have a haunting, to be honest.
No,
I,
that's a good point.
I,
Don't know.
I don't know if maybe it's someone's favorite piece of furniture if they died near it. I
Like
don't really know. I've never asked. I've never asked a ghost like, "Hey, why are you attached to this?"
who's
and gotten an
haunting a
answer. But
doll?
that's another thing. People think like, "Oh, do ghosts speak to you? Do you see them?" It's like you see them in your mind's eye, like when you picture an apple in your head and you can see it.
Mm. Some people can't do
It's the
that.
same as that. I know some people can't do that. Or like when ghosts give me information, they're like, "How do you know that?" And it's like, well, it's just like how I know, like if I tried to remember what color a rose typically is, and I'm like, "Oh, a rose is typically red." It's like that. It's just it's just like planted in your brain almost.
Oh my god, right. Let's talk about that more, right? So, you know how some people can't do they can't
Visual
picture things in their
thinking,
heads like
yeah,
aphantasia. There's also ones you can have it like partial or complete, or you can have um
yeah. There's like varying stages. You can like
yeah.
see a picture perfect apple, or you can only see like the word apple. Like
Yeah,
you
so
don't.
for me, I see the words.
Do you? I see images.
So
I
when
see
you
images
said
very.
apple, I could see the word apple.
No, I'm thinking of a big juicy apple on a tree.
Or like I can see colours. So if you said a colour,
Yeah.
I can do the colour. But if you said like house, I'm thinking, oh yeah, I know house. I know how you spell that.
Hmm. That's interesting because you're quite an analytical mind, whereas I'm quite a creative mind.
I don't think
I
I'm an
wonder if
analytical mind.
I think you are. You're very well spoken, you're very good with your words and your organization. I wonder if that plays into how you picture things in the world, kind of depends on which little thing you sort of niche yourself into, I guess.
I don't know. I do like words a lot, and I think about them a lot, and obviously I think in them as
Hmm.
well. But at the same
You
time,
are very creative, but again, you're very creative, especially with like writing,
but I
which
also
again
have
is work.
crazy vivid dreams that are always images.
So you have the capacity, but I think people who have like this thing where they can't picture things in their heads, I think they still have dreams. I think they still see things in their dreams
Mm. Maybe I'm
because
mixed with both
I
then.
think it engages a different part of your brain. Because I think dreams are actually like like your brain processing things, and it comes through as like you're actually seeing things almost.
Mm.
But I think like thinking of things is it uses a completely different part of your brain.
Mm.
I don't know though. Don't quote me on that. I just know there's a lot of differences in your brains.
I think brains are crazy, man. What fun.
Brains are crazy. You can remove the entire like one side of someone's brain and they can still function.
That's
Not
mad.
like to optimal efficiency, but you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you didn't like remove half of their brain and like part of the brain that you were gonna remove gets damaged, they could be completely non-functional.
Mm.
Isn't that weird?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Brains?
like brains are weird.
Brains, man. Bodies, brains.
if you did a brain, like, because I see people being like, oh, brain transplants and everything, and you'd have a new brain in your body. I'm like, no, you wouldn't, because you're the brain.
Has anyone actually done that?
I
Is it
think they
possible?
tried. I think they tried and it didn't work.
Right.
Because obviously, like, the body will reject organs that aren't its. Even if you
Yeah.
have a compatible organ, you still have to take medication for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So I reckon there's probably too much. Also, you'd have to disconnect it from the spinal column and then try to reconnect it, and then
Mm.
the blood flow up there must be so tedious to do.
Mm.
But then again, you can keep a body alive if it experiences like brain death.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's those special cells that woman had that are like endlessly endlessly able to replicate. I guess they're tele whatevers are like unlimited or something. So she has like immortal cells, even though she died. So they didn't really do her any favors, bless her. But
Do you mean like stem cells?
no, she has like these immortal cells. I think they're called Eve cells or something.
Oh, are you talking about Henrietta Lacks? Lacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about her. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, the telomeres get shorter, but I
Mm.
don't think hers do.
Um.
Yeah, so she prevents her telomeres don't shrink, allowing the cell to keep dividing because that's what ages you. Your cells slowly run out of telomeres and they can't divide anymore, and then they die or turn cancerous.
So how come this one person had like super cells?
It was obviously like a
Genetic thing.
mutation, a defect, yeah, like
Wow.
a genetic inherited thing.
That's
So
cool.
some people will have them, but I think like they might. I don't remember what she died of. I don't know if she died of natural causes or if she died of an accident. Because I don't know if like if it's on all of the genes or if it's only on some genes. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why because they must age differently. Because some people like become really old and their skin still looks like fucking incredible. You
Mm.
know?
Yeah. Kind of like the regenerating Doctor.
Yeah.
Although he went from Christopher Eccleston to David Tennant, and some would argue that that's a downgrade on the skin front because Christopher Eccleston was quite wrinkly. But you know, then he went back up to Matt
Or hella
Smith,
cells. Yeah. Yeah.
and then he went down again to Peter Capaldi. So yeah, who's to say? Either way, moisturise, gang. That's the long and short of this podcast.
Yeah. Moisturize me.
The moral of the story on this podcast is bring back labia 2026, and everything
No.
we have
No.
said.
Vulva.
Oh, vulva. Bring back vulva
Vulva.
2026.
Cryptids.
Yeah, and everything we've said since then has been totally irrelevant to that point.
It has been. It's been pretty irrelevant. I mean, I think I don't know. I think I'll talk about cryptids and getting better controversial conspiracy theories but I'm tired of flat Earth. I'm tired of Atlantis. I'm tired of other pyramids were actually like batteries. I'm tired of all that shit. Give me something juicy. Give me something real.
Yeah.
I'm tired of lizard people.
I was literally just about to say, give me royal family of lizards.
I can't stand lizard people because it's like, no, dude, it just people are like these humans are so evil, they must be lizards. Like, no,
Doesn't
humans are
make
just
sense.
capable of terrible evil. I'm sorry
Yeah.
to break it to you, sweetheart. You're living in denial. We didn't speak about cinema food.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh, we were going to speak about cinema food because I went to go see the Amazing Digital Circus finale.
Tell me what you got.
I didn't. We snuck in food because it's too fucking expensive.
Oh, damn.
And then I left my jacket behind and we had to go back and get the jacket, which was
yeah.
like another 45-minute drive there and a 45-minute drive back.
Okay, if someone else was paying for your cinema snacks, what are you getting?
Popcorn.
Oh, salty, sweet?
Both.
Oh.
I just like fresh, warm popcorn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And a nice, like, big drink of something cold.
Mm-hmm.
Because I hate room temperature drinks.
Yeah. Fizzy
Can't do
drinks,
it.
definitely.
It has to either be cold or it has to be hot. Once it starts to get like lukewarm room temperature,
What's your favourite fizzy drink?
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I knew it. Mine too.
Or like a lemonade, but Dr. Pepper is like primary.
Oh, mine too. Mine's Dr. Pepper, then Fanta.
Fanta's good. I do like cherry Cokes and stuff as well, cherry Pepsis and stuff.
Mm,
Again, isn't that what Dr. Pepper is essentially?
yeah.
It's a fruity Coke essentially.
My top three are Dr. Pepper, Fanta, and then do you remember Fizzy Vimto?
Yeah, that was grim. Why do
I
you like that?
loved Fizzy Vimto. Oh my god, loved it.
It tasted like you'd gotten a really sour berry.
Yummy, yeah, I liked it a lot. And you like
Mm.
sour food. I thought you'd be into that.
I don't like sour with fizzy because then
Okay.
it feels like carbon itself has taken a personal vendetta against me and has come for revenge on my tongue.
I love a sour fizzy sweet.
I like a sour sweet, but that's because I can just pop it in my mouth and then it's gone. I don't have a whole drink of it that I have to
Yeah.
sip through.
Mm,
You know?
yeah.
I like sherbet, like and popping candy and stuff. But again, like because they're in like small bursts.
Yeah.
Or like malwams, sour malwams.
Oh, recently, as in like in the last 2 weeks, I've got really pretentious about drinking coconut water. Oh God, even just saying it out loud. Oh
That
God.
is pretentious. I don't like coconut, so that's all you.
Oh God, someone was like, "Oh, I have coconut water instead of having an ice cream." And I was like, "Oh, you sound like such a knob." And then I did it and I was like, "Oh, I'm the knob, it's me."
I don't know. I can't. I wouldn't have either because I'm lactose intolerant and I don't like coconuts.
Oh,
I think
I
it depends on how healthy you want to be. Like I am very much I want what I'm eating to taste nice.
mhm.
If I'm eating something that's healthy, but it doesn't taste nice, I won't eat it again.
Yeah. I'm the opposite. I will eat whatever it takes to be healthy, even if it
Mm.
tastes like dirt. The
I think
only
I've just given
exception to
up
that
though.
is mushrooms.
I've given up on longevity. I know I'm not here for a long time, so I'm just like, I'm
Might
going
as
to
well have a
enjoy the
good
time
time.
I do have. Exactly. I'm like, I could be miserable and buy myself like an extra 2 years max,
Mm,
or I could be. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to be more active. That's it. That's all
mm,
my body's getting. I'm not cutting. I want sweet treats. They
mm.
make me happy. I need happiness in my life.
I totally agree, but I really like,
I mean, if you like the coconut water, all more power to you.
I love the coconut water, but I also really, in a sick way, I like suffering a lot. Like, I like being like,
I
oh
think
no,
you
I'll have quinoa instead of white rice. No one does that. No one
I
wants
think you
that.
need to unpack that in therapy. I
I
think you need to go
just
to a therapist and be like, I enjoy this small token of making myself suffer.
Yeah, it's just control, isn't it? I
It
really
is
like
control.
the
You do because a
thrill.
lot of people who eat like sweet treats that's like put out there in society, like, oh, you don't care about your body. You're just eating whatever you want. You're stuffing your face. So like, if you eat healthy, you can be I'm so in control of my life. I'm so good. I'm so better than everyone else.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
little bit of that, isn't it?
I mean,
I
I
feel like
don't
people who are like that sometimes there is a little bit of that. I'm doing better than the regular person. Look at me go.
No, mine's not that at all. Mine's more like I need to eat something healthy or I will make myself feel fucking terrible about how awful a person I am if I don't.
Yeah, but that's what I mean exactly. So if you eat like dirty grotty food, you're like, I'm a bad person. I'm terrible. I'm fat. I'm grotty. I'm clogging my veins. And then it's like, oh, I've eaten good. I'm better. I'm happy. I'm healthy. It's like unpacking what part of that is actually, no, I should probably eat things. It'll make my body happier. It'll make my body healthy and I'll feel a bit better. And what part of it is I can't have a sweet treat because that's low of me or something.
I mean, to be honest, I'm still slamming the sweet treats like there's no tomorrow. Every
Yeah,
now
that's
and then
good.
I'll have a thought where I'm like, oh, maybe I will have quinoa, but then I quash it down under the heavy, heavy weight of white rice and
Yeah, I
bad
mean,
pasta.
hold on. We have very different versions of sweet treats. You're out here like I'm gonna have a cheeky bit of white
Oh,
rice,
no, no, no,
and
that wasn't a sweet
I'm over
treat.
here. I'm over here like I'm gonna order cinnamon buns from Domino's. Like,
No, no, white rice is not a sweet treat for me. I'm talking cake. I'm talking chocky. I'm
yeah,
talking big sweeties. I'm talking, yeah, those things basically.
Yeah, I just can't. I just can't cut sugar out. Me and sugar have we're like in a love-hate relationship,
Mm,
and it's
yeah.
too toxic for me to walk away from. But also, like, I do think that I should be allowed to have my sweet treats. In moderation. I do think I should probably be like eating a little bit healthier for my body. But I
Ev-
take a lot of vitamins. Honestly,
Everything in
like
moderation, man.
I don't need to eat healthy food because I have like a whole like 11 vitamins I take each day that cover fucking all of my bases. I could eat nothing but chocolate for the rest of my life and I'd probably not be deficient in anything. I don't know if it'd be good for
I
me.
don't know if
I
that's
don't
true at all, but okay.
I don't see why not. If I'm getting all my needs met by vitamins, if my body's getting all the things it needs, would it really be that bad if I just ate whatever I wanted
Well,
as
yeah,
well?
because
Like,
you need
would
more
that
than vitamins for life. You need fiber, you need carbohydrates, you need
well, yeah.
protein. You're not
No,
getting that from a little Kinder Bueno.
I'll get those in as well. Like I'll have like proper meals, but that's what I mean. Like, do I need to really worry about my 5 a day if I'm taking my 5 a day in like pill form?
Oof, I don't know, man.
I'm getting more than my 5 a day. I've got like a multivitamin and I've got a specific vitamin C, I've got a specific vitamin D, I've got a specific B12 drop, I've got like everything.
Hmm.
I am juiced up.
That kind of train of thought scares the shit out of me.
They take my blood at the doctors and they're like, "Oh, your levels are lovely." I'm like, "I know they are. My cells are well fed."
Shall we take some cooker credits for the week?
Yes. What credits do you feel like taking?
I'll go first. I'm going along with the food theme, and that is that
Hmm.
I've recently been trying to do more meal prepping on a Sunday so that I don't have to cook as much in the evenings, and I absolutely nailed it this week. Like,
Yeah,
I've
it's good.
barely had to lift a finger so far because I did it all on Sunday and just put it in the
Yeah.
fridge. You're gonna love this menu, okay?
Oh God.
I made baked beans, but like homemade, like breakfast beans.
Okay.
I made a fancy like tomato sauce for pasta that I haven't used yet. It's going to be with some
Hmm.
veggie meatballs. And I made a big butternut squash risotto that did us for 2 days, so 4 portions.
Wow.
And I just feel so smug about it on a Sunday night. And I'm like, oh. Oh, and I did sweet potato and black bean burritos as well.
Ooh, you're so
I
organized.
know this is why I take credit for it. Cause I'm like,
I just get
Monday.
like a I just get like a shop every month where I'm like, this should make me enough meals, and then I suffer for the second 2 weeks where I'm like, fuck, I've run out of meals.
I can't be living that life now. I did that. I've done that. Got
Uh,
the fucking
I mean,
certificate.
I make like a stew that lasts 5 days, and I make like a bean and rice mix that lasts me like another 5 days,
There
and
you
I have
go.
some
Yeah, that's what you got to
pasta.
do.
I have some frozen chicken that I cook and have some with some frozen vegetables because I can't get fresh veg because I don't fucking eat it in time, and then it starts to go
Mm,
rotten, and I feel bad. So I'm like, nope, frozen veg it is.
that's where meal prep has saved me a bunch of time, effort, and money
It
because I
it
can
was
just
easier when
plan.
Dandy is over here because Dandy's more than happy to go down the road and we'll do like a weekly shop.
Yeah.
But like when it's just me, I'm like, oh, I don't want to go down the road to the
Yeah,
shop.
I totally get that. That's very
I don't
fair.
have my own car. I don't want to be there on my own because I don't like it.
Yeah, it's very different for me. I literally live like 5 minutes walk away in a city.
Yeah, I think if I move out and get the flat I'm eyeing, I'd be able to walk to get like a week's worth of food.
Mm.
But you can't walk along this road; it's too dangerous,
Mm-hmm.
and the buses are
Shit.
not. They're so expensive,
And they're shit.
and they're shit. One of them broke down on the side of the road the other day.
Not surprised.
No, they break down all the time. This is the
Mm.
same bus we used to get to school, so we know how.
Mm-hmm.
They have been shit for like 20 years. It was shit before we went there. They're shit afterwards.
Go on then, what are you taking
Uh,
credit for?
ew, ew. Uh, I'm gonna take credit for making a video that's gotten 400 views, the most views
Yeah.
we've gotten out of our content.
Hell yeah, go on, plug it,
So,
plug it. Where can we find you?
You can find me at Pedestal Art on the YouTubes.
Ooh.
But the content I do is mostly gaming, so don't get excited.
I'm
And a little bit of art.
excited.
I need to do my next Pokemon art. I've got it ready to go, sort of. I just need to do it. Oh, and I'm gonna be doing some duckling content, hopefully. So that'll be fun.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
I've
Are you gonna
got to do
vlog?
I've got some pre-footage that I'm gonna put together of like the finding out that my bitch of a duck has got these eggs that are like already halfway along, so I feel bad about killing them.
Mm-hmm.
And everything, and introducing the parenting, I suppose. I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna do like a Love Island, like
What, like a
silly little
lineup?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
that's such a good idea.
I was like, I don't know. It depends how much fun I want to have editing, how much time I want to spend editing it. But I might have some duckling content for a little bit as well, which might be fun.
That'd be so cool. You could have like a journey.
Yeah. So I was gonna be like, my ducks had eggs, which should be fine if she didn't have a track record.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, certified kill count. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I've been having fun with it. It's been good. I've been more active on there, which has been making me feel good about life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling productive. So I'm gonna take credit for feeling a bit productive.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, brother.
Good for
And
you.
I think we can wrap it up there. I don't know how long we've been yapping for, but it's probably been a while.
Oh yeah, baby.
We got into the cryptid stuff and we were like, let's go
Yep.
wild.
Mm-hmm.
Space and cryptids and all things in between. But thank you so much for listening. That's all we have for today, but it is far from all we have to say. Next week, who knows? Maybe we'll talk about your hyperfixation. Tune in to find out. Bye.
Bye.